On our feature match tonight for round one, we have Tom on Esper Midrange and Byron on Mono Blue Tempo. Now, I haven't been following Standard a huge amount, here and there when I get time. This Esper Midrange that I'm seeing all over the place looking really good, and I'm pretty convinced that Mono Blue Tempo might currently be the best deck in Standard. Very resilient, very aggressive, and just hard to deal with anything that the deck is trying to do. Now, Byron has played this deck in one incarnation or the other, I think for 2 sets now. And, we're looking to see some good games of Magic here. So both players have already resolved their mulligans. Byron going to go first with a Pteramander. This card is very good. 1 mana, 1/1 flyer, 1 blue, 7 colorless, adapt 4. Adapt cost is decreased based on the number of instants and sorceries in your graveyard. So very realistic to, drop it on turn 1, adapt on turn 3 if you're playing that type of deck. Byron looking to follow it up with another Pteramander and a Siren Storm Tamer. So Byron not too worried about anything Tom's got going on. He's got that negate in hand. Nothing really crazy to protect at the moment. Might as well just drop a bunch of threats. Tom playing a Glacial Fortress, passing the turn. Byron swinging in for 3. Looks like he's missing that land drop. I'm not sure if I like not playing the Curious Obsession here before combat. He's going to play another Siren Storm Tamer. And just leave up that 1 mana. Tom, 3rd land. See what he's got here. He's going to Deputy of Detention the Pteramander. So that's going to exile 2 copies of Pteramander. Good old Deputy of Detention, a 1/3 detention sphere. Hello, Yak Yak. How you doing, buddy?
For you, Ben, does the Deputy of Detention count as an ability?
It is a triggered ability.
What's that?
It's a triggered ability. Put Siren Storm Tamer up as a card. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Yak Yak. It's been a long day, though. Ready to watch some fun Magic, and, yeah.
Ben.
Put Siren Storm Tamer up.
You can Siren Storm Tamer it.
They'll put it up on as a card. Sorry, guys, we're working on a judge ruling. Jake, let me have you pull up Siren Storm Tamer. Just want to read that card real quick.
Yeah, they just started.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, so the Siren Storm Tamer will be able to stop the Deputy of Detention's ability. So that's a big swing for 4 and netting Byron an extra card. He got his 3rd land drop, leaving that negate in his hand very live. Siren Storm Tamer is a very powerful Magic card. So we got a Mortify here. I might see the Siren Storm Tamer. Sacrifice. Yeah, so he's going to sacrifice the Siren Storm Tamer. Save the Pteramander. Take a hit for 1 from the Deputy. So swing for 3 from Byron. His clock is looking real nice. Curious Obsession refilling his hand. Surge Mare. That's an interesting one. Jay, let me have you pull up Surge Mare. That's the I think that's the 05 that you can +2, -2. Yeah. So we got another Mortify. Negate. Byron just having all the answers he needs here. That's why I think this deck is so good. You know, it has Dive Down, Negate, multiple ways to protect its threats. Wait, which one's a wizard? Siren Storm Tamer? That's like a siren, pirate, wizard, dog, cat, everything creature type. Not gonna lie, Aloha. Yeah, I totally read that as God, I love Morty. So we got an opt from Byron during his main phase, which is interesting. But I would assume that he has another answer here. So we got a Thief of Sanity. Very important. It flies, so it blocks stuff. I like leaving the Deputy untapped to block the Surge Mare here. It either chumps it or kills it. Yak Yak, I have not seen said package of tokens. You send it to the store? Also, let me know when your Etsy's up, so I can get myself some tokens. Now, this is a trap. Tom needs to block the Curious Obsession with the he needs to block the Enchanted Pteramander with that Thief of Sanity, or he will die. Byron has 3 instants or sorceries in his graveyard. Yeah. Yeah. So Byron is going to dive down. So give it hexproof, save it. Yeah. That sucks, man. I hate it when that happens. Actually, the same thing happened with my Nintendo Switch. Like 4 days out of warranty, one of the speakers stopped working. Yeah, that's basically what GameStop told me too. So we got a hostage taker. I'm assuming it's going to target the Enchanted Pteramander, which will then get dived down or countered. Yeah, Wizard's Retort. Counter target spell. And that's all she wrote. And then she just adapt. Yeah. So Mono Blue Tempo showing its power level here. He literally had an answer for everything that Tom did, while producing viable threats. Yeah, I really do think it's the best deck in the format right now. Until somebody comes up with a way to deal with it. Siren Storm Tamer, Dive Down, Negate, Wizard's Retort. All just good answers on their own. But putting a big old pile of flyers becomes problematic. So looks like Byron even electing to bring in more negates here. I'd assume that Tom is going to bring in some number of counter magic. Probably a few more removal spells. So everybody in our stream here, what is your favorite card out of this new set? What do you like? Hey, thanks for the host, A-Pop. You the man. Oh, there's a zombie. That's not a new card, though. That's from the last set. How about Gates Ablaze, Yak Yak? Did you put that one in there? That card is sweet. I think it would be real cool in your Gate deck. And Gatebreaker Ram. Yeah, these new Gates Matter cards are really good. I think my favorite card out of this new set, probably Terramander. Terramander's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's either going to be Terramander or Wilderness Reclamation. They're my two favorite cards from this set, I think.
Oh, it's basically group paper.
And I have now been joined by Panda Man and Loretta.
Hey, hey.
Hey! Aloha! Oh, we probably did that already.
We did. Rhythm of the Wilds is a very sweet Magic card, as is Hydroid Krasis.
Krasis is a terrible card. It's a bad card.
So, Byron revealing his Sphinx of Foresight, getting his Scry 3 on his first upkeep. Very powerful effect. It's also using his deck box as the marker. So Tom leading off with a Watery Grave and casting on Duress. So Tom falling to 18 to do that. The only non-creature spell Byron had looked like a... I'm not too sure. I didn't get a good glimpse of that. So Byron's going to do his Scry 3 here. Saw a Curious Obsession. Maybe a Siren Storm Tamer. Yak Yak, we just got your package, buddy. Thank you very much.
Tokens are here.
I like this turn 1 duress. I think it's probably one of the best ways to handle this mono blue tempo deck. We watched Byron handily have an answer for everything that Tom tried to do in the last game.
Playing mono blue tempo is a great deck. I love playing it. It does have a lot of power and a lot of hidden power. I mean, being able to cast Wizard's Retort on 2 is strong.
Yeah, we saw it. Just his ability to protect even one threat for as long as he did bought him enough time to deal with Tom. Siren Stormtamer was a big all-star for him.
Stormtamer does work. I mean, it's a counterspell. It's a creature counterspell essentially. For
it stopped the Deputy of Contention's exile. Yeah. So we got a Thief of Sanity triggering that Hero of Precinct 1. We're going to see a 1/1 human token. Those little 1/1 human tokens that Wizards printed, they look like they should be like 3/3s.
Yeah.
Non plain old human. But Byron already looking to be ahead here. 2 Terramanders and a Siren Stormtamer. We saw a very similar start in his last game.
Terramander is a strong card. I mean, I've had it flip turn 3 to turn 4. I mean, adapt, excuse me.
Yeah.
And it does work. I mean, being a 5/5 flying is crazy. And I did see a misplay on Arena. Someone Essen captured a creature and put a counter on Terramander.
Yeah.
And he went to combat and tried to adapt it. I was very upset that he couldn't adapt it on Arena.
That's rough. Terramander? Terramander has legacy playability. That card is very powerful. This is the exact same start Byron had last time. 2 lands, double Terramander, double Siren Stormtamer.
Is a Curious Obsession in hand.
Yeah.
Great card. It's a draw engine. And with flyers, you can trade with a thief anytime.
Yeah.
Which is
I agree. Yeah, okay, definitely far different on the play. Curious Obsession, man, that card, innocuous. When I first read it, I was like, it's okay. It's okay. And every time I see it played, I'm like, I definitely slept on this one. This is so
we got the Yak Yak human token. And by the way, that is Reese's favorite token.
The boulder?
Yeah, we talked about this last night. It is his favorite token out of this current token set from Mr. Yak Yak here.
The boulder is conflicted. Oh, man. You got me there, Yak Yak. Unexpected. Is that Discovery Dispersal?
Yes, looks good.
So Tom playing with the better preordain. Well, the standard legal preordain, I should say.
I don't know if it's better, but yeah.
It's standard legal.
Standard legal is correct. So that's some spicy tech Byron's running with that reveal creature. The fact that he can scry.
Oh, the Sphinx of Foresight?
Yeah, I mean, it is very mana tasking, and this deck doesn't usually get up to that much mana. Playing it myself, but I do like the fact that you can scry.
Yeah, even if you just get it on your first turn, you get to set up 3 draws, which is real strong.
Awesome. I'm glad your parents liked it. Again, we thank you from all of us here at Other Realms.
Thanks, Yak Yak. We miss you too, buddy.
We do miss you, and hope we can keep connecting for these tokens every set.
So, Tom figuring out his attacks. He's gonna swing in with the boulder and the hero. Oh, he's full swing. I like it.
Let's see what Byron's option is here.
He's gonna just throw a Terramander in front of the Sphinx, or in front of the thief.
Not allowing the trigger.
Yeah. So second hero, I like this. This is a good play. Byron only showing 1 mana, not able to counter it. It's gonna make. Oh, we missed a trigger though. Oh no, I guess that dice would be the second human token now. Yeah. Okay. Byron finally hit his 3rd land drop. Gives him the opportunity to cast that Curious Obsession. I think at this point he kind of has to leave up 2 mana just to even threaten counter magic.
He might be just going all in here for the draw. That is 2 cards he gets to draw, and a Thief is tapped, so he's going to get in for that.
Yeah, and he has a Siren Storm Tamer to protect the enchanted one.
Correct. Again, we want 5 sets, yeah. We want 5. No, we're just playing. One set is good. We do appreciate what we got, you know.
Yeah. I just didn't know that. I just didn't notice the dice. That's all. Yes, it is now a 3/3, so it can block that thief all day.
But Obsession has to be sacked if he doesn't go to combat with it.
Not. He just has to go to combat. He has to attack. It doesn't. It doesn't have to be the one with Curious Obsession. Just something has to attack. Yeah. Yeah, I made the same face. So it looks like a second Thief of Sanity. I'm not quite sure what it is. Byron's reading it. Oh, that's a Seraph of the... What is that? I'm not too sure what magic card that is. Is that a Seraph of the Scales? So we got to swing with 2 humans, a hero, and a thief. Yeah, so it looks like it is a Seraph of the Scales.
So it's very similar. It's very similar to Riot mechanic.
Yeah.
As long as something attacks. We're going to opt at end of turn.
Yeah, it looks like the opt is at the end of turn. So Byron throwing that Terra Mana right in front of the thief on combat. Doesn't want to give Tom any of his cards. Very selfish.
In this format, sharing is not caring.
So Tom has 1 card in hand. Byron has 2, I believe. Maybe 3. 2. So swing in. Drawing him 2 cards. I saw a Tempest Djinn. Yeah.
Great card.
And an island. That's very nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a 5/4.
Very powerful.
It'll block Thief all day.
Yeah. And he has the Storm Tamer to protect either of his threats at this point.
I've talked to Byron many times about this deck. He's trying to tune it, again, to see where it's at and where it lands in the meta. Again, I'm on board about playing mono blue. I do like it, best of 3. In best of 1 arena, I can't do it. Gotta stick with my mono red.
Yeah, I think best of 1, Boros aggro or White Weenie gonna be the best.
Byron here deep in the tank. He's trying to figure out what he wants to do with this Lyra.
He's gonna essence capture it.
Yeah, great card.
Yeah.
Put a counter on that Djinn.
Get up to 5 toughness.
Yep. Again, I agree. It's a solid choice. I like the deck personally. I've been playtesting it for a while now here in our playtest group. There's 4 of us here playing a lot of the meta decks to see where it lands. And again, it does very well. It does have a little issue with Azorius aggro, which a lot of decks do.
Yeah, Azorius aggro is, I think, the better version of this deck, to be honest.
Doesn't have flying though. That's the biggest thing. Flying is huge.
I honestly thought Azorius aggro would end up as a big flying deck.
I would think so too. I mean, but a 3/4 flyer on 3 is great. And
Yeah.
it just gets bigger as you play lands, which you normally want to play anyway.
Yeah, that's a big thing that you'd be losing is the Tempest Djinn.
So that goes up to 4.
Yeah, so there's 4 humans coming in, 4 boulders. I think I blocked the Seraph.
Death Touch?
You have to pay to give it Death Touch. Yeah, and Thomas tapped out.
Did he pay already to give it Death Touch?
Ah, that's a good question. I'm not too sure about that. That's actually a fine block, too. Not giving your opponent the
But again, it needs
spirits.
you open the board wipe next turn, so he needs to hold up counter magic. Again,
He looks like he has a Wizard's Retort in hand. 2 Wizard's Retorts now. And so we got a big turn sideways. That's 8 damage coming in. So I'm going to block the 5.
so again, we confirm Seraph did have Death Touch.
Okay.
So that does make a big difference. You don't want to lose that.
Yeah.
Tempest too.
Preemptively giving it Death Touch is pretty good. Now, the Siren Stormtamer being a wizard here allows Byron to cast that second Tempest Djinn and keep up his Wizard's Retort. There's actually a conversation we were having the other day about Wizard's Retort being better than Sinister Sabotage. And this exact reason, or this exact case right here is the reason.
This Esper list has been floating around for a while. I mean, I do like the more control version, which I'm not sure if this is.
That seems like
Kaya's
Tom-
Wrath would be a great board wipe. I do know he does run 1 Hostage Taker.
Yeah.
How many islands he runs to make that Tempest big enough to kill Byron's to trade off? Unsure.
So it looks like Tom is giving it both Lifelink and Death Touch. So Byron gonna take 7. And I think Tom is... Oh, it gives it Vigilance, not Lifelink.
Yeah.
Big difference. So Byron taking that one. Game 2, a little bit more. Tom was able to do a little bit more than he was in Game 1. Byron pretty much had him locked out the whole time.
Sideboarding in 2 cards. Those are 2 great choices.
Negate
to
and
sideboard.
Essence Capture. Yeah. Curious what Tom brought in. Both those heroes look like they were board cards.
So Byron runs 2 negates and 2 Essence Captures on the side.
Good call.
I run the full. Well, I run 3 Essence Captures in my main. It's such
Yeah.
a strong card. Putting it on Terramander though is it's not fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I would probably make that same mistake one time.